It's Tuesday, the 25th of June. Everyone, welcome back to your daily dose of the divine with Monique. I do these every day just to give you guidance and inspiration for the day. So let's have a look and see what Spirit has for you. Again, I just remind you that these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. And even if you are one of my subscribers and a regular, just remember that not every reading is going to resonate with you. So just let it go. And for those of you who are new, please, I encourage you to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can get your daily dose every day, and just see what Spirit has for you for each day. Okay, so let's have a look and see. This is from the psychic reading deck for those of you who are interested. Okay, and I'm just going to draw a card and see what the overarching energy is for the day. So we've got an epiphany. So there's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of considering, there's a lot of looking into you considering your environment, considering what you are doing with your life, your relationships, your job, your career. It could indicate anything of that. Or it could be that you have been trying to solve a problem and Spirit is encouraging you that you are on the verge of actually having this epiphany. All right, so we have the number 13. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So we are definitely talking about stability and balance. So if you've been feeling a bit out of sorts of late, I think this is, I really feel Spirit is saying this is what you just need to allow it to happen as well. I'm hearing from Spirit, just allow this clear thinking, allow this wonderful inspiration, this revelation to actually come out of you. Don't be blocked off. Have an open heart, have an open mind, and allow Spirit to bring you what you need. So let's have a look at what the tarot cards have for you. Oh, goodness, wait. I'm going to just quickly shuffle the cards. I just remembered that I did not shuffle them from yesterday. Okay, so let's have a look. Angel, spirits, and guides. You never know. That might be a card, actually. That might just pop up. Let's have a look and see. Alrighty. The star card. Excuse me. I'm just going to pop a card over her. All right, so the star, it is a very beautiful, strong card about guidance. Okay, so whenever you see the star, in a crown, you see the star that's very prevalent in the cards. Okay, it's definitely speaking about guidance from the divine, the presence of the divine, and this is kind of like a star, that light that is in that bulb that is just shining, that is just bringing illumination in your thinking. So this card so strongly ties into this. So some of you are definitely asking, or you have asked for guidance, you have asked for clarity, and Spirit is encouraging you. It is on the way. If you haven't received it yet, it is on the way. But you need to remain open. So remember, I was speaking about the number 4, which is about balance. Okay, so if you look at the star card, I'll lift it up as far as I can. You can see here, I'm just going to do that. She's pouring water onto the earth, and she is pouring water into the pond. So what that means in this card is that she understands that she needs to have a balance between her material world, her physical world, and her spiritual life. So she is feeding both. She's feeding into both because she understands that there has to be balance between two for her to receive clarity, to hear the guidance from the divine. But also this is speaking a lot because it's water. Water is always about flow. It's about clear flow. And even though she's pouring water into the pond, it's not flooding over onto the earth. Even though there's water on the earth, it's pouring back into the pond. So they're like feeding each other. And there's this flow that is happening in this card. And it is very much about staying open to that communication. Again, we were speaking about communication yesterday as well. And I just, that word just keeps coming up for me as well in this reading. Stay open to the communication that is coming in. Those of you who watched yesterday's reading, remember the hermit was here. The hermit has a star in his lantern, and he is very focused on that star because he is seeking for guidance, he is seeking illumination, and he is trusting that it's going to come from above, well, from within him. Okay, when I say above, I'm just talking about your higher power, but your higher power always speaks to you from within. Okay, sometimes you get messages through other people, through a priest, through a spiritual counselor, and those messages come in and they illuminate something for you. They really make things stand out, and you get this epiphany, you get that aha moment. And the star is also about that. But the star is also speaking about you on a journey to discovering something unique about yourself that is going to up-level you, that is going to bring you to a new place of understanding and revelation that is going to open up your life in a major way. And I get that from this. So whatever this epiphany is, that revelation that you are seeking or starting to become clear for you already, okay? Pursue it, allow it in, stay open to receive, allow the flow to happen from the spiritual world, but also from the outside world. So pay attention to everything that's going on around you, but everything that's also going on inside you, okay? Because they have to work together. So that balance between heart and mind, that balance between spiritual and material has to be in harmony for things to flow, okay? And then, excuse me, allow that illumination to guide you, to show you where to go on your path. So the Hierophant, again, while there's a lot of, look, you've already got 2 major arcana cards here. So we're talking about a lot of energy, viewer. Okay, there's a lot of big things happening for you, taking place in your life. There's, I think, yeah, some of you are facing a lot of big changes in your life. And it's, because what the Hierophant is also speaking about is having structure. Okay, this, remember I was talking about harmony here. We were talking about the number 4 here. The Hierophant is about pursuing structure in your spiritual practice. So Spirit could be encouraging you to spend a little bit more time in solitude, in meditation, journaling, writing down your thoughts, writing down your feelings. Because also remember, when you write things down, it's kind of like a purge, and you get it out on paper, and when you see it, you could find patterns that are going to bring you an epiphany. Okay, so when you write things down and you get it clear in front of you, it's almost like a map. Okay, I've never been, look, I am older, and we used to find our way around the streets and countrysides and things like that with actual paper maps. We didn't have the internet, we didn't have our phones or GPS and things like that when I was younger, but they were very, very accurate. And I always used to admire the people that created maps, because I thought, my goodness, what a lot of work. And they literally had to drive on these streets and map it out for people. And I kind of get like, the star it's guiding you. It's guiding you to something. It's trying to show you something. The Hierophant here is trying to get a message through to you that you need structure and stability, and maybe with your thoughts being a little bit chaotic, or you not being clear about something, when you write it down and you create a map with words, as it were, you are going to be able to get much more clarity when you see it on paper. So it could be a list of pros and cons. Should I take this job or not? What are the pros and cons of this job? Or maybe you're facing more than one choice and you need to write down your pros and cons. But also very important, viewer, that you write down what you want for your life. And then when you write your pros and cons list, do it according to that. Do it according to what your heart is telling you you want. That those things that get you excited, you know, those things that you feel is going to lead you to a place where you are going to be the star, where you are going to feel like you're on top of the world, where you are going to feel so life is flowing for you, life is balanced, there's harmony, there's love, there's structure, there is stability in your life, okay? Because this card is also about stability, okay? So final word from Spirit, the Queen of Cups. She is all about paying attention to her intuition. She is looking at her treasures, the treasures that she has accumulated over her life, those things that are very, very important to her. It could be that you need to write down you know, those values that you have in your life that are important to you. Perhaps some of you have felt like the job situation that you're in or the relationship that you're in has caused you to neglect your values or have pulled you away from that part of you that is really who you are. Okay, some of you could be facing making a difficult choice, perhaps leaving a relationship where you're finding that your partner does not have the same values as you anymore. Perhaps that's how the relationship started, where you were so in sync, you were so in harmony with each other, but then perhaps you started growing spiritually and your partner didn't. And so this has now become discordant. There is a lack of balance. Okay, remember, balance, structure and balance, stability. Okay, you are feeling unstable, and this card is saying pay attention to what is your true treasure. What is your treasure? Focus on that. Okay, get grounded, find your grounding, your balance between your external environment and your spirit. Okay, pay attention to the messages that are coming up from within, because this is the Hierophant's also speaking about really being connected to your higher power, okay, and paying attention to what your higher power is telling you, your higher self, your angel spirits and guides, the universe. And she's all about that. She's focusing on her treasure and pursuing only that which makes her happy, which fulfills her, which brings her joy. Her garment is also blue and white, which always represents in tarot spirituality and flow. Look how calm this water is around her. You've got 2 cards with water in it. Okay, so definitely Spirit is saying it is time to restore flow. Maybe some of you, even leaving a relationship requires healing. You know, this requires healing as well. Water is indicative of pursuing healing and restoration. And perhaps some of you even need a lot of self-care at the moment. And so it is important that you pay attention, you isolate yourself, you pursue a deeper spiritual practice to discover what it is you need to change, how things need to shift, and if necessary, how you need to move on or move away from someone or something that is no longer bringing you that internal satisfaction and peace and calm. Okay, and Spirit is saying you will get the answers you need. All right, Spirit is waiting to give that to you. I'm going to leave it there, viewer. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment. I love hearing from you, and I will see you in your reading tomorrow. Bye.